All right, let's dive in. Today, we are going on a journey. A journey to map out a cosmic structure so enormous it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. We're talking about a hierarchy that starts with our own familiar universe and goes all the way up to the ultimate source of all existence.
So this whole trip is built around one core idea, Behad. It literally means limitless, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do today. We're going to visualize the limitless step by step, starting right here in our own reality and zooming out through these incredible nested layers of creation until we hit the very origin point of everything.
So let me ask you something. You think the multiverse is a big deal, right? The whole idea of infinite parallel universes? It sounds massive. Well, you might want to buckle up, because what we're about to explore is going to completely redefine your entire sense of scale.
Okay, let's begin our climb. We're going to build this map of reality together, layer by layer, and we're starting at a scale that is already, frankly, pretty mind-boggling.
We'll kick things off with something we all know, or at least we think we know, our universe. You know, all the stars, the galaxies, everything we can possibly see out there. But listen, that's just square one. That's the very bottom rung on a cosmic ladder that goes unimaginably higher. And right away, we're taking our first huge leap, way beyond what most people would call the multiverse. We're entering a structure that has 17 distinct, nested levels of reality, with each one containing the one before it. So here's our starting point. Our entire universe, along with, get this, a billion trillion others, is just one small piece of a much larger, great universe, which we'll call G1 for short. And this entire massive realm is governed by a creator known as Param Maha.
And here's where it gets really wild. You can see the core mechanic of this whole system. It's a repeating pattern. So a G2 contains a billion trillion of those G1s. Then a G3 contains a billion trillion G2s. This nesting doll structure just keeps going, getting exponentially bigger all the way up to level G17.
And every single one of these 17 levels has its own creator, its own architect. The creator of G1 is named Param Maha. The creator of G2 simply adds another Param to the front of their name. And it just keeps going like that. So the creator of the G17 realm has a name that starts with Param repeated 18 times. It's a very direct way of showing their place in the cosmic hierarchy.
So let's pause here, because this is the crucial takeaway. That entire mind-bendingly huge G1 through G17 structure, with all those creators and a practically infinite number of universes, all of that together is just one single multiverse.
And this is the exact moment where our map truly blows wide open. Because that entire multiverse we just finished describing, it's considered just a single creation, called a 100-kala Brahmandam. It's defined by a creative power of 100 kalas, and there are countless billions of them. Our journey has really only just begun.
Now, to go any further, we need two new terms. First, kala. Just think of it as a unit of creative power. That multiverse we just saw has a power of 100 kalas. And the second term is vamsham, which refers to a cosmic lineage, a higher order of creation that contains all the ones below it.
All right, let's see how this concept really builds. We're about to climb the ladder of vamshams, these cosmic lineages, where every single step up represents a massive, massive increase in creative power.
So you take all those countless 100-kala multiverses, and they themselves are all contained inside an even higher order of creation, the first Vamsham. This realm is a 101-kala Brahmandam, and it's governed by a creator with a higher degree of power.
And the pattern continues, but with a very specific progression. The second Vamsham, which holds countless first Vamshams, has a power of 201 kalas. The third has 301 kalas. You can see the pattern, right? This nice linear progression keeps going all the way up to the 21st Vamsham, which has a power level of 2101 kalas.
But right here, everything changes. That predictable, step-by-step ladder we've been climbing is about to completely shatter. We are now leaping from a linear scale into something that is truly Behad, something nearly infinite.
After that 21st Vamsham, the progression isn't linear anymore. It just explodes. The whole hierarchy makes these incredible leaps. It jumps to the 101st Vamsham, then to the 1001st, and even to the 11,001st Vamsham. And each one of those jumps represents an exponential spike in creative power and scale.
We can actually put some numbers on these leaps, and they are just staggering. The 101st Vamsham, or the Behad Brahmandam, has a power of over 10,000 kalas. The 1101 jumps to over 100,000, and the 1101st Vamsham, it's wielding over 1,000,000 kalas of creative power.
So we have now climbed through multiverses and Vamshams, past numbers that are barely even comprehensible, and now we are approaching the very top of the entire cosmic structure, the ultimate source. Beyond all of these numbered Vamshams, beyond any possible measure of kalas, lies the highest plane of existence there is, the Behad Param Tamam. This is a realm of infinite beyond infinite power. Numbers and quantification just become meaningless here. There is nothing higher. This is the top.
And this ultimate, limitless creation has a single author. The source of all existence, the author of all the other creators down the line, is the one and only Almighty Authority, who is also known as Behad Bap, the Limitless Father.
This is the absolute apex. The Almighty Authority is the supreme power, the self-created master creator. And just to put it all into perspective, before this power, even that creator of the entire G17 system we started with barely even registers. It's not even a blip on the radar.
And this lays out our complete journey. We started with our little planet in a single universe, we zoomed out to that G17 multiverse, we climbed up the Vamsham hierarchy, leaped into the Behad realms, and finally arrived at the ultimate source, the Almighty Authority. It shows how every single perceivable reality is just nested inside of a greater one.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We've just mapped a cosmology of infinite containment. So, if this map of reality holds any truth at all, what does it mean to be right here, at the very beginning of it all? What is our place in the limitless? Thanks for joining us on this journey.